Today I start the lesson 7, Tom loses a tooth, written by Mark Twain. Okay, this text is an extract from Mark Twain's novel The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Okay, so this particular text is taken from Mark Twain's novel The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Now this story tells the childhood pranks of a young boy who is looking for ways to avoid going to school but is caught in his own trap. So we learn a story about a child, about a young boy who is just looking some ways to avoid going to school, but finally his false statement was revealed to the family. Okay, now go to the text. Tom always found Monday morning to be miserable. So we know that every week, every working day in a week start with Monday, and you also go to school on Monday after Sunday, a holiday. So Tom always found Monday morning to be miserable. Miserable means very uncomfortable. Tom সবসময় সোমবারের সকালগুলিকে অসহ্যনীয় মনে করতেন. Tom could not tolerate the Monday mornings because Monday began another week's slow suffering in school. Because with Monday, Tom had to go every day to school, and going to school, according to him, going to school is a suffering to him. It is slow suffering. Actually, Tom did not like to go to school. He did not at all want to go to school. That's why he thought going to school to be a suffering. A suffering means a hardship. Okay, a pain or punishment to him. Tom lay thinking. So after waking up, Tom was lying on the bed, and Tom lay thinking, and on lying on the bed, Tom continued thinking. Presently he wished that he was sick. Presently means instantly. All of a sudden he wished that he was sick. He wanted that he was sick. He wanted that he must have fever. Then he could stay home from school. So he did not have to go to school if he was suffering from fever. He investigated his body with a hope. So he investigated his body. Investigated means examined. So Tom examined or looked into his body with the hope of finding some ailments. He wanted to find some ailments, some symptoms of some disease. So he was actually searching his body for the symptom of some disease. He thought সে ভাবল যে he had found symptoms of stomach trouble. He had found symptoms of stomach trouble. Stomach trouble means trouble means problem. Stomach related to digestive problem. So he had found symptom of stomach trouble. মানে তার পেটের সমস্যার symptom means sign. পেটের সমস্যার সাইন সে খুঁজে পেয়েছে. Actually he had no stomach trouble, but telling some symptoms regarding stomach trouble is very easy to convince because these symptoms cannot be perceived by others. So it is easier to tell someone about stomach trouble. He began to grow hopeful. So he began to hope that these symptoms might work well. However, the symptoms soon grew feeble and wholly went away. But with the progress of time, as the time passed by, the symptoms related to stomach trouble soon, very fast, grew feeble, grew invisible, seemed to be invisible. Feeble means very weak, not noticeable, and wholly went away. And after some time, all the symptoms of stomach trouble went away, means vanished. Tom thought further. Now still lying on the bed, Tom was thinking more. Suddenly he discovered something. Suddenly Tom found out something. One of his upper front teeth was loose. One of his upper front teeth. So the upper jaw of his front teeth, among them one of the teeth was loose, was not firmly there. একটা দাঁত যেন নড়ছিল. He felt lucky. So he felt lucky means he felt fortunate because he had some excuse to be told to his parents. He was about to groan. So he was about to groan. Groan means shout loudly or cry loudly. So he was about to groan when it occurred to him that. So when he was just going to cry out loudly, at that moment it occurred to him that suddenly a thought came to his mind that if Aunt Polly was to know, if Polly auntie was to know, came to know, she would surely pull it out. Polly auntie would certainly pulled the loose tooth out, and that would hurt. And if the tooth was pulled out, it might cause pain. It might hurt means it might cause pain. Tom thought he would hold the tooth in reserve. So Tom at once thought that he would hold the tooth in reserve. He would hold he would keep the truth in reserve for the present. So he would not tell anything about the loose truth. He would keep this matter secret from the family. He remembered he could call up hearing from a doctor that he heard from a doctor that a certain ailment could lay up a patient. A certain ailment, one certain disease could lay up a patient, could confine a patient for 3 months and make him lose a finger. And after 3 months, the person lost a finger. So such thought came to his mind. He could remember the incident that after spending 3 months 3 months on a bed with a disease, the person had to lose a finger. He eagerly drew his sore toe from under the seat. So he curiously pull out his sore toe. Sore means that painful toe, from under the bed seat. So he just took out his paining toe from the bed seat and held it up for inspection. And he held the toe up for inspection. Inspection means for investigation. He did not know the necessary symptoms. As the sore toe was not a real disease, so he did not know the actual symptoms of sore toe. However, it seemed like a good chance, but he thought that it's a good chance to tell about the paining toe, which could defer him from going to school. Tom fell to groaning, so Tom started to cry out, but his brother Sid slept on. On the other side of the bed, his brother, whose name is Sid, slept on, means continued sleeping. Okay, so read this part of the story yourself. Okay, thank you.